The Holocaust was a systematic, bureaucratic, and state-sponsored persecution and murder of millions of Jews by the Nazi regime and its collaborators.
Well, these ordinances kept coming, day after day, something new. And of course, I don't remember all of them because of my age, but certain things are still in my mind clear. I do remember the ordinance when it suddenly came out that all the Jewish people in the city had to either leave their homes or go into this ghetto. They had one section in Krakow that they sort of made a ghetto and they enclosed it, fenced it up.
The Nazis who came to power in Germany in January 1933 believed that the Germans were racially superior and the Jews, deemed inferior, were an alien threat to the so-called German racial community.
אני למדתי בבית ספר עממי של הגויים, והייתי יהודי יחידי בבית הספר הזה, ולמדתי כל בוקר את תורת הגזע, שכל בוקר לימדו אותנו את תורת הגזע, לפי פרחים, לא משנה כרגע בדיוק השיטה, ולמרות שביקשתי לצאת מהשיעור הזה, אז לא נתנו לי, אלא קיבלתי 10 מכות על הישבן.
That is when, in 1945, the Jewish population of Europe that was just over 9 million was nearly wiped out as the Germans and their supporters killed nearly every European Jew as part of the final solution.
The final solution, which was planned in January of 1942 at a villa in Wannsee, which is called the Wannsee Conference, was that concept of the final solution of the Jewish problem. In German, they called it the Endlösung der Judenfrage. And there were 15 people who met at that villa. And Himmler and Heydrich and Eichmann among them decided that this was going to solve the problem. And it was then decided that the eventual goal to the solving of the Jewish problem was to build death factories, death camps.
Awful event led to some of the most horrific experiences people only wish were nightmares.
We're undressed and given gray dresses, no underwear, just a gray dress and wooden shoes. Then we were taken back to these barracks. On the way to the place where they shaved our heads and took our clothing, there was a big ditch where apparently people from the train who were too sick to move were put into these ditches with the dead, living with the dead. Just left there.
The afterword. These survivors went through horrendous trauma that no one should ever face in their lifetime. Sadly, every day less voices are heard from. There are less survivors who share their story with us due to dying of old age or by being wiped out by hate crimes still plaguing our world. It is important that we give our time to listen to these people and respect them as a primary source of such a catastrophic historic event. Still, anti-Semitism continues to plague our world. A new threat has arisen with Holocaust deniers and the upcomings of the new so-called neo-Nazis in the media. As long as there are those who deny the Holocaust, there will be those who stand for the truth. All hope isn't lost. There are many ways you can help. such as finding out more about the Holocaust, sharing the truth when someone says that the Holocaust did not happen, reaching out to a survivor in your community, and stand up and speak out when you hear an inappropriate hateful remark.